Welcome, Form 4, Add Maths, Partial Mrsm. Topic, function. It is given that H inverse function is 1 over 2 minus x, where x is not equal to k. A question asking part A, state the value of k. So I put a question mark. As usual, we start from what they ask. Part A, they are asking k. Therefore, I must go to information involving k. They are asking k. I go to information involving k, which is x is not equal to k. And since k is connected to x, now I will go to information involving x, which is the inverse function. So the k is connected to x. I go to the inverse function, which is involving x. So h inverse x equals to 1 over 2 minus x. And if you notice this function, it is in the form of a fraction. We have a numerator and denominator. And now we look at the note. For a function fx, in terms of a fraction, px over rx. So the function in terms of fraction, the denominator rx, it cannot be 0. It cannot be 0. A denominator Rx cannot be 0. For this function h inverse x, which is in fraction, therefore the denominator 2 minus x, denominator cannot be 0. So I transfer the negative x to the right hand side. I get 2 cannot be x. I just rewrite this same as x cannot be 2. Now if you compare x cannot be 2 with the one they give x cannot be k, x not equal, so 2 must be k. So our answer, the k is 2. Part 1. We look at part B. Part B says find h4, the value. So here, as usual, part B, I start from what they are. They are asking h4. Now here, to find the h4, we got two methods. Method 1, I find the hx first, find the hx, and then in that x, I substitute with 4 to get the value h4. But this is a long method because you have to find the hx from the inverse. Easier method, method 2, we use the notes. If you remember, if I am given fa equals to b, the a is the object, b is the image. If I exchange the object and image, the function f, it will become inverse. So fa equals to b, I exchange object image, f inverse b becomes a. Or if I'm given f inverse a equals to b, if I exchange the object and image, the image goes inside, become object, the object goes out, becomes image. The inverse will become a function, which means f inverse a equals to b can change to fb equals to a. Now this is what I'm going to use. So now they're asking h4, and that h4 that they are asking, I make it equal to x. You can use any alphabet. So finding h4 means finding x. Remember, exchange. I'm going to take the 4 object, put outside as image, and the x image I'm going to put inside, become object. So the 4 and x, I exchange x and 4. The function h now has become h inverse. So from h4 equals to x, I've changed it, h inverse x equals to 4. And we already know what is h inverse x. It was given that the h inverse x is 1 over 2 minus x. Right hand side, I just copy back, equals 4. Now we just solve this. This 2 over 2 minus x, I bring it to the right hand side. I'll have 1 equals 4 brackets 2 minus x. Expand the right hand side. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times x is minus 4x. I got 1 equals 8 minus 4x. And then the 1, I transfer to the right hand side, becomes negative 1. Minus 4x, transfer to left hand side, which I get 4x equals to 8 minus 1, which is 4x equals to 7. I transfer the 4 to the right hand side. I have x equals to 7 over 4. Remember, earlier part, I said h4 equals to x. I made it x. That means, and now our x, what was our x? 7 over 4. So that means h4 equals to 7 over 4, which is our answer. Now this part is quite important. I'm going to repeat it. If fa equals to b, exchanging the a and b, the function f will become inverse. Similarly, if I have f inverse a equals to b, by exchanging a and b, the f inverse becomes f. So this second method is easier because we don't have to find the function. We don't have to find the function h. That's it. I see you on the next lesson. Thank you.